Stoic philosophy emphasizes living with purpose, inner peace, and resilience. Ancient Stoic thinkers, notably Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, offered teachings centered around understanding what is within our control and letting go of what is not. They advocated for a life of virtue, guided by reason and rationality, with a deep-rooted commitment to personal growth and emotional fortitude. This section examines 12 essential principles that Stoics not only uphold but actively avoid to foster a life of fulfillment and clarity. Lesson 1. Don't fear change. A key tenet of Stoicism is an openness to change. Rather than fearing the unknown, Stoics see change as an integral and inevitable part of life. Marcus Aurelius advised embracing change, acknowledging that everything we value is the product of transformation. A Stoic meets each day prepared, equipped with the mental strength developed through self-awareness and practice. This mindset enables one to face any shift in circumstances, unbound by the need for stability. Change becomes an opportunity rather than a threat, and flexibility of thought allows Stoics to navigate life confidently, regardless of the environment. Lesson 2. Don't sweat the small stuff. Life is filled with minor inconveniences and distractions. The Stoics believe in conserving mental energy by disregarding trivial matters that do not contribute to personal growth or inner peace. Marcus Aurelius recommended treating inconsequential issues with the minimal attention they deserve, freeing the mind to focus on meaningful goals. Stoicism teaches that one should question the relevance of each concern. If it does not serve a greater purpose, it is best ignored. This practice fosters a sharper focus on what genuinely matters, enabling a Stoic to concentrate fully on essential pursuits. Lesson 3. Don't value others' opinions above your own. A Stoic recognizes the importance of self-reliance and forming a strong internal sense of worth. Marcus Aurelius advised examining the nature of those who criticize, often finding that their judgments hold little significance in one's personal growth. Stoics place primary value on their own moral and intellectual development, prioritizing internal measures of success over external validation. Instead of letting the opinions of others cloud one's self-assessment, Stoics develop a personal scorecard, rooted in their own virtues and values, allowing them to move through life with confidence in their principles. Lesson 4. Don't seek revenge. Stoicism advocates overcoming the impulse for revenge, viewing it as a response rooted in anger rather than reason. Marcus Aurelius argued that the most profound form of revenge is to remain unaffected and untransformed by the actions of others. By refusing to mirror harmful behavior, Stoics maintain their integrity and avoid the emotional turmoil revenge often brings. Seneca similarly observed that retaliating against those who harm us diminishes our character, likening revenge to responding to an animal's instinctive attack. True strength lies in maintaining composure, forgiving others, and moving forward unburdened by resentment. Lesson 5. Don't start the day from behind. A Stoic begins the day intentionally, avoiding the chaotic influence of external inputs like news, social media, or email upon waking. Marcus Aurelius urged individuals to resist being jerked around like a puppet, recommending instead a thoughtful start focused on personal control and mental clarity. By setting a calm and purposeful tone for the day, Stoics establish a foundation that aligns their actions with their goals rather than external demands. This practice enables them to approach the day with intention, grounded in self-determination, rather than reactive impulses. Lesson 6. Don't be so reachable. The Stoics valued time as a precious resource, emphasizing that constant accessibility often leads to distraction and diminishes productivity. Drawing inspiration from figures like Napoleon, who delayed reading correspondence to prioritize essential work, Stoics recognize that some matters resolve independently with time. This practice aligns with the Stoic idea of focusing on what is truly important and ignoring unnecessary demands on attention. By setting boundaries on availability, Stoics create the mental space needed to achieve deeper concentration and accomplish more significant goals. Lesson 7. Don't have an opinion on everything. Stoicism teaches that not every matter warrants an opinion. Marcus Aurelius counseled letting trivial concerns pass without forming judgments, likening thoughts to drifting clouds. By choosing not to internalize every potential grievance or trivial issue, Stoics cultivate peace of mind and emotional resilience. This detachment helps avoid unnecessary stress and promotes inner tranquility, as they remain centered on their priorities without letting external distractions disrupt their equanimity. Lesson 8. Don't look for outside approval. For Stoics, seeking approval from others implies handing over control of one's happiness. Epictetus asserted that reliance on external validation jeopardizes autonomy, as it shifts one's self-worth away from internal virtues. Instead, Stoics encourage developing an internal standard for success, assessing progress based on personal values and virtues. In this way, a Stoic maintains self-respect and a stable sense of self-worth, regardless of the opinions or judgments of others. This principle safeguards one's inner contentment and independence from fleeting external circumstances. Lesson 9. Don't overreact to criticism. Accepting that others may misunderstand or critique their actions, Stoics practice responding to criticism with composure. Epictetus suggested viewing criticisms as opportunities for self-reflection, not as personal attacks. By cultivating emotional resilience and viewing critical feedback objectively, Stoics learn to assess their actions without the emotional weight of others' judgments. This approach not only fortifies their sense of self, but also helps them grow from constructive criticism while dismissing baseless judgments. Lesson 10. Don't dwell on the past. Stoicism emphasizes living in the present moment and accepting the past without regret. Seneca observed that fretting over past misfortunes distracts from present opportunities and future growth. By releasing attachment to past events, Stoics focus on the present, aiming to learn from experiences without letting them define their current path. This approach allows them to grow wiser without the burdens of previous mistakes, embracing each day with a fresh perspective. Lesson 11. Don't let emotions dictate actions. While Stoics acknowledge emotions, they resist letting them control their decisions. By evaluating situations through reason, Stoics avoid impulsive reactions and consider the larger context of their values and principles. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that one should not allow anger, fear, or frustration to cloud judgment. Instead, Stoics aim to act in harmony with their values, enabling them to navigate challenges with stability and purpose rather than emotional turbulence. Lesson 12. Don't forsake daily reflection. A vital Stoic practice is daily reflection, often undertaken at the end of each day. Marcus Aurelius, for example, wrote in his journal to evaluate his thoughts and actions, setting intentions for improvement. This reflective process helps Stoics assess their behavior, learn from experiences, and identify areas for growth. Through consistent self-examination, they foster greater self-awareness and a commitment to living in alignment with their values. Reflection strengthens their resolve, instills humility, and contributes to their ongoing pursuit of wisdom and virtue. Stoicism presents a robust framework for cultivating inner peace, resilience, and purpose. By integrating these 12 principles, one learns what to pursue and, importantly, what to avoid. Through embracing change, focusing on essentials, prioritizing internal values, and practicing emotional regulation, Stoics are equipped to handle life's unpredictability with poise and purpose. These practices reinforce a Stoic's journey toward personal strength, underscoring that a life of virtue lies as much in what we refrain from as in what we actively pursue. For more insights and inspiring content on Stoicism and personal growth, like this message, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.